Like and subscribe to our channel, Fabulous Pattaya Media Group, by using the link below. This morning, early Friday, the CCSA reported national figures: 14,653 new cases spotted within a 24-hour period, 18,262 recoveries in the same period, and sadly 271 deaths attributed to the virus. Protests continue in the capital, seeing thousands yesterday disrupting traffic in popular business areas. They're expected to continue as Parliament debates a vote of no confidence, which is expected to be concluded by the weekend. And all non-Thais are advised to avoid areas of conflict and demonstrations. It appears that the Health Ministry has banned self-service and buffets within eateries to avoid a lack of social distancing. As diners reopen this week, the ban on self-service will affect Thai Mugatar buffets, along with restaurants offering free selections from breakfast and lunch specials. Other requirements over and above the usual are that common areas and toilet facilities be cleaned bi-hourly. This, as the reopening of eateries is set to be re-evaluated in a month's time to review the effect of the openings. Thai immigration is to investigate claims supported by a video clip that an illegal immigrant in the south of Thailand was persuaded to pay what appears to be a policeman in return for them to be left allowed to remain here despite their status. Those investigating promise results within a week. Fake news spreaders on the internet could cause deaths, as many hawk the idea of using a drug, ivermectin, as an alternative drug for COVID. Now, ivermectin is a drug designed for animals to kill worms in the body and is built with the strength deemed suitable for large animals, not humans. Sometimes sold by people online. Using veterinary products or online supplies is extremely dangerous. And with the ease of obtaining approved human vaccines now, no drug should be used that isn't prescribed by a licensed doctor. And according to Australia's Chief Medical Officer, despite internet fables, trials have not found any evidence that ivermectin has any effect whatsoever on COVID. Domestic tours within Thailand will resume from the 1st of October, seeing tourism attractions such as Phuket, Pattaya and Chiang Mai rebuilding in a small way the loss of business of tourism. The programme will be expanded later to other regions, and it's hoped that reopening of the borders earlier next year could see a flow of foreign tourists too. All, of course, depends on the decrease in COVID counts here and the rate of vaccination. In Suratani, a Russian man was in police custody yesterday, charged with drug dealing. The 47-year-old watched as his home was searched and a large stash of meth, cocaine, ketamine, ecstasy and other drugs, along with scales for measuring out supplies to users, were discovered. He faces life in jail. And one Indian national took it upon himself to kill and butcher a fellow countryman in Pattaya Thani after believing that he'd grassed him up or reported him to the authorities for being on a long overstay. The 29-year-old was arrested this week and has stated that he cut the other man in two before dumping him under a local bridge. Investigations revealed a dispute between the two men that extended to a disagreement over a land deal back in India. And the killer has been arrested twice on overstay here, paying a total of 80,000 baht in fines, but was due to be deported quickly anyway. Now he faces jail. Meanwhile, at home and in our own province, the Chonburi Governor's Office this morning, Friday, reported 822 new cases of the virus, 227 in Silachar, 198 in Chonburi, 152 in Banglamung, with the balance spread around the province. 12 deaths in the past 24 hours have been attributed to the virus. The mother of a girl held captive in a dog cage by fake DEA police has reported the case to Pattaya police and social media. It appears that there's a gang of men pretending to be DEA police around the region and that they'd approached a girl, dropped drugs at her feet and then told her that she had to pay 50,000 baht as they knew it was hers. She was then hoodwinked and taken to a private house where she was locked in a dog cage until her brother came up with 16,000 baht, which was all that he could raise. Outraged, local police traced the house with the help of the girl and the brother and arrested at least one man amid reports that others have been arrested too. It's believed that other victims have been tricked in the same way, and Pattaya police remind the public that all police have proper ID and you're always entitled to ask for it and will take you to the police station, not a private dwelling. And anyone scammed in a similar way should report it to the police. Storm damage at Pattaya Beach caused by floods is slowly being repaired, but it's becoming obvious as the sands were ripped apart, revealing the underbelly of the seafront, that the new drainage along beach roads simply can't handle flash floods, or the water which mainly comes from other roads leading to the seafront. The pipeline and gullies that have been installed are simply not man enough to handle the volume of water. Beach walls could be raised, but that won't resolve the issue, as then there'd be nowhere for the excess wet stuff to run. Reality is that the frontage needs more and more wider drain pipes running out to the sea beyond the beach to fix what will otherwise become a continuous issue. Vaccination programs here continue again today in the indoor sports stadium, where queues began once again at sunup. Pretty soon, perhaps within 6 to 8 weeks, the city will have vaccination rates higher than much of the country, and the service, as with those separately for expats, is totally free of charge. And with the Met Office promising highs today of just 30 degrees dropping down to 27, an overcast day with rain at any time. Local and national news today from Fabulous 103 FM and Fabulous Pattaya Media Group. And to get a notification every time we release another bulletin or programme,